Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating your 2009
Frances is the perfect example of the student teachers love to teach. She's personable, inquisitive, witty, refreshingly honest, and utterly delightful to have in class. Frances doesn't have to shout to be heard, and she doesn't have to talk just to impress the teacher. On the contrary, when Frances talks, students listen because they know she's going to have something insightful and quite wonderful to share. In class, Frances could easily dominate our literary discussions with her knowledge of literature, both reading and writing. I experience a job beyond description to read and savor Frances's writing. Every comma, semicolon, dash, direct quotation is in place, weaving together an analysis that ranks among the best writers I have ever taught. Ranked third in her class of 267 students, Frances is an AP Scholar with Distinction, Georgia Certificate of Merit recipient, Alpha Scholar, member of the National Honor Society, and Beta Club. Frances teaches an after-school creative writing class for middle school students at Our Lady of Lourdes. She now has 8 students who are voluntarily taking the class on their own time. She converts material she has learned in high school into something more palatable for 7th and 8th graders. Frances said, "My first day, I taught the basics of argumentative essay and the importance of argument in everyday life. My students and I managed to find a connection between SpongeBob SquarePants and the appeal to pathos. Teaching these students is as natural to me as talking, and I find the most incredible satisfaction in watching them learn." An exceptional English scholar, a thoughtful and inspiring young woman, our winner in English literature, Frances Kim of Columbus. What is the appeal to pathos? I'm going to have to ask her after this. And now, the category of foreign language. Self-taught and fluent in Russian, Devin is gifted in French and is studying Italian while maintaining a stellar academic performance. After being enrolled in French classes at his high school for 3 years, he skipped French 4 to attend upper-level college French classes at Columbus State University this year. As Vice President of the French Honor Society, Devin has taken a primary role in teaching French to elementary and middle school students at St. Anne's. Devin said, "I like to use pictures for teaching French and avoid English in order to help students think in French right at the very start. I don't expect my efforts to make the students fluent by any means, but hope that by early exposure they will be moved to study French as their foreign language upon entering high school." Devin's teacher said, "In addition to serving his community through the expansion of French language exposure and appreciation, Devin has also represented his school very well with his superior rating for the past 2 years at the Foreign Language Association of Georgia language competition. He intends to major in linguistics in college and continue his study of French, Russian, and Italian. His future will undoubtedly continue to revolve around his insatiable love for foreign languages." Please join me in congratulating him. With the grade point average over 4.0, Caitlin's academic ability goes well beyond the social sciences. She has been captain of the Science Olympiad, Senate member of the Latin Club, and is currently captain of the speech and debate team. She is a Governor's Honors Program participant, an Alpha member of the National Honor Society, National Beta Club, and National Thespians Society. Not to mention, she's a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Every year since the 6th grade, Caitlin has participated in History Day competitions, dedicating hour upon hour to tedious analysis of historical documents. Her efforts have paid off, as each year since the 6th grade, she has not only won at the regional level, but also at the state level, earning the right to participate in the national competition at the University of Maryland. Growing up with a younger brother who has autism, Caitlin was the driving force in starting a local support group for siblings of autistic children. In order to facilitate the group, she studied sociology and psychology and collaborated with local psychologists. Teenagers from all over the Valley area attend these meetings. Caitlin said, history, culture, psychology, economics, and sociology, they all intertwine to form the daily life we know. I'm passionate about social studies and believe that talent is a gift that brings a responsibility to use it wisely. Her counselor wrote, Caitlin's character is unimpeachable, her service to others commendable, and her scholarship is outstanding. Our winner in social science, Columbus High School, Caitlin. Distinguished local journalists. The late W.H. Tucker and his son, the late W.C. Tucker, both former editors of the Inquirer,